So guys, it's the penultimate round of the F1 2016 Let's Make Max Verstappen World Champion Series. We've come to Interlagos, and as you can see, it is absolutely throwing it down with rain, which gives us the inspiration of Max Verstappen when what he did last year was immense, and we've got to have that now in our mindset, because it's absolutely insane that this race we could clinch the championship. Well, we can't win the championship, but Hamilton could win the championship today, guys, which I'll go through all the stipulations while we wait for the standings to go on there. But absolutely want to say, guys, a massive thank you, guys, for the support on the series. We're coming to the end now, and the finale, guys, will be on Sunday evening at 8 o'clock, guys, which is where the AOR slot would be. But since the league's finished, we're going to do the finale, guys, at 8 o'clock UK time for the finale, as I'm away for a few days. But there's your state of play in the championship. We are 19 points behind, so basically we have to win every race now. We've got to win the last two races, and for Hamilton to finish third or lower to be crowned champion, realistically. But if Hamilton wins today, he will be crowned champion regardless, because it's 7 points, and we've got 25 points for a maximum in the last round. So Hamilton's basically got to win this one. So we're going to have to see how we go today, as there is our teammate Danny Rick, who is starting alongside us on the grid. But we got pole position, guys, by 0.4 of a second. We absolutely smashed it, and there is us just getting ready. It is pouring it down here. We've got the wet tyres on. Will we see mixed conditions, or will it be a wet race? We're about to find out, as here is your grid then for the Brazilian Grand Prix, guys. We got pole, as you can see. We've got an all Red Bull lockout, which is big for us, and Hamilton, crucially for us, is P3 as well, with Raikkonen just behind him as well, with his teammate Vettel on P5, and the rest of the field will go through your screen, guys. So let me know in the comments below, apart from me, who are you supporting in this race, guys? I would love to hear your thoughts. And if you're new to the series, guys, the Manners get disqualified at the end of the first lap. And also, Giovinazzi is going to be making an appearance once again. He impressed me in Mexico, so he's getting another chance, guys, before we bring in Pascal Wehrlein back for the last race in Abu Dhabi. So it makes it realistic, because Giovinazzi did do 2 races technically. So the strategy then, we've got rain, and then it's going to dry up at the end of halfway through the race. So it's a mixed bag. We are going to stay out as long as possible on the wets, and then of course we'll go onto the dry tyres as well. And you guys know, less fuel in the car when it's raining, because it reduces the weight of the car, and also we can take it easy through there. So it's going to be very interesting, this one. We'll go through the setup briefly, because of course there's no point with there's only like what, a week away before F1 2017, but I know some of you still play the game, so you know, we'll see how we got on there. And our target today, guys, is 150 likes, guys, on the video. If we can smash that, that'll be awesome. And if we're cheeky enough, 200 likes would be amazing if we could hit that, guys. Maybe I may even stream a very special video tomorrow, potentially. Anyway, let's go into the grid then for the Grand Prix. And Cena won't see a message mate until after the stream. Here we go then. The lights are on. It's time for the penultimate round. The lights are out, and away we go here in Brazil. And we've got to defend from Hamilton, but it's a poor start from us, wiggling about there. Luckily for us, Ricciardo's struggling as well. We're going to take it easy into turn 1 here, very cautiously, as the Manners are still on the grid. Of course, they will get DQ'd very shortly, but we're going to have to take it so cautiously on the first lap. We are running a dry setup, so in these conditions we will struggle at the start of the race. And all we have to do now is hope for our teammate to basically defend behind, of course, and hold up Hamilton. That's the crucial thing in this Grand Prix. We need our teammate to hold him off, but not for him to pass me. So there will be some multi-free, 33-free going on right now with Christian Horner in the booth, in the, you know, the bit where the engineers sit, and team principals. So we've got to really pray that Ricciardo is going to do us a favour here today as a teammate. Oh, here we go. This is going to be good. Running a little bit wide, but we're going to get very cautiously in this middle sector, which we've been so quick in qualifying, and then we just lose it in the first sector, as there is confirmation of the Manners being disqualified. Jordan King's taking I don't know whose place it was normally before there, and we should be getting one of the other Manners very shortly DQ'd as well, as he's carrying on there to go through the final corner. Then we've already got a second advantage, which is what we want. We're going to have to bring out the inner Max Verstappen in this race to stand any chance of winning this Grand Prix. But so far we're doing well, as the final one's been disqualified, which is Ria Haryanto, of course. And the top 4 now already putting away, and the gap is now just over 0.6 per second, so that's not too bad, obviously, which is good news for us. we have to keep an eye on the weather as well. We know it's going to dry up. Oh, that's very aggressive there, Ryan. What are you doing? Here comes Danny Rick. We have to go up to Rich Mix to defend down here. Trying our very best here. And Danny Rick's clipped us, actually. Our teammates made contact with us. Danny Rick, what are you doing, mate? You're helping me win a championship here, not flipping take me out. Come on, Danny Rick, don't do this to me, mate. Don't do this. Running a little bit wide, but the dry setup not working for us, so we could have gone. It was a gamble, really, to go with a dry setup, which is going to be good news for us. We could have gone with a full wet setup in qualifying, but with it being dry, half the race wet and half the race dry, we had to take the initiative and go for a gamble in qualifying. Just think, it looks like it may dry up in the race, so we'll take the gamble right now. So we'll go through the final corner. I'm going to take it very cautiously, short shift it up there. We're going to go up to standard mix. Oh, a little bit early on the power there. Just the back end slapping out there, and again as well. It's going to start to build a little bit of a gap. Hamilton's getting pressurised from behind, which is good as well from the Ferrari of Raikkonen, I believe, as we get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. As obviously we were the first ones to cross the line, and I think we still got the fastest lap, so that's good news for us as well. So we're taking very cautiously through the centre S's. Avoid the curbs because you will lose it. Taking it very easy, just short shifting as well as helping. Drop it to lean now. And we're going to short shift as well, just to help the tyre wear a little bit on the rears, not burn up as quickly enough as well. So we've got to remember, you've got to keep an eye on the standing water, guys. If someone can let me know when it's going to be dry, well, intermediate weather, then let me know in the chat, guys. But it's not there yet. It is. We've still got a bit of standing water on the circuit, so I'm going to say maybe lap 10, 15, maybe. We'll see. Well, actually, no, that's not going to be right. It's going to drop very quickly, actually. I've just remembered, because it's like halfway point is when it's dry. So we've got to think about maybe lap 10, maybe, will be Inter's territory. We'll have to wait and see how long the rain will get lighter. So it looks like it's light rain now, but I doubt it's intermediates yet. There's still a bit of standing water off the racing line, so we can't take the risk because we're now 2 seconds up over Daniel Ricciardo right now. So we're just going to take it cautiously on here. We know we've got a massive advantage with the AI being terrible in the wet, regardless of what difficulty at times. We have a little bit of a graphical glitch, which is a bit distracting, I'm not going to lie. As we get the fastest up of the Grand Prix as well, and that little glitch has cost me a bit of a lock up into turn 1. But we managed to get through safely. Whoa, that was a tank slapper there, Ryan. Tank slapper. Woo, again. Woo, that was close. Also, guys, I think we can talk about the beta now. Of course, I was part of debating the F1 beta this year, again, for the 2nd year running. So if you guys want me to make a video of the beta, then let me know in the comments, and I'll give my thoughts. And it'll be my first and only F1 2017 video before the game's released, apart from the series announcement. So, of course, Brax Little Vapid. That's a great name there. There you go. Hopefully we won't see any lizards on the track, so I'm not even going to be joking if there is a lizard on the circuit. There's no red flags on F1 2017. I think Lee Maver tweeted this out a couple of weeks ago. So there's no red flags in F1 2017 though, apparently. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you mentioned it there. So you may I think I may pit for Inters maybe next lap. Not this lap, but next lap. It looks like it's intermediate territory very shortly. So I'm going to get the Inters ready just in case. I'm not going to gamble too early if I don't think it is. There's still a tiny bit of standing water on the circuit, but I think we're getting into a rhythm now, which is good. But we know we have to extend the gap as big as possible before it dries up. We know the AI are quick in the dry on Ultimate, so a lot to think about there. Oh, back end slides out there. Good to see over nearly 300 people watching this, which is great. And Jeff's on the blower already, so we're going to confirm change. So we will pit this lap then, guys. We will box for the intermediates. It is early now. It is time to pit. Hopefully Hamilton doesn't pit, but that'll be quite funny if he doesn't. But we're now going to be coming in. We may have to do a double shuffle here for Red Bull, so you best get a move on, Daniel Ricciardo. So we're going to be switching to the Inters now. Starting to lose a little bit of grip in these wet tyres. Even though we're going purple in the middle sector, the gap is now 2.8 seconds. So we're going to short shift it up the hill here. Obviously back end will get loose. Short shifting does help, a little bit of steering input. We're going to box this lap then for the intermediate tyres. We're going to take it very cautiously into the pit lane here. We don't want to take any risks in this race. As Ricciardo continues on, and the rest of the field pits. So Hamilton's in as well, along with Raikkonen. So a lot of people coming into the pits then for the wet tyres. It's a good stop there, and the AI, hopefully the pack gets held up here. That's going to be crucial. Hamilton's got through, which is annoying actually, so... Now on to the intermediates. We're coming out in P5, which is not too bad actually. And we're going to take it very cautiously out the pit exit as well. We've had some bottles around this pit exit previous seasons, as there is the Waffle, Stoffel the Waffle, ahead of us in P5. And who's this coming up? That is going to be a Toro Rosso with Kvyat actually. And just running a little bit too wide onto the off the racing line, but we're going to hopefully get some good exit here. Back end slides out a little bit. We are putting away from Kvyat a tiny bit, so I think this is now the switch over now. Definitely now time for people to pit. So Danny Rick not pitting is a bit of a gamble for him. May lose out to Hamilton and Raikkonen. We're going to try and get past Van Dorn before the pit stops, and we get better traction, and then around the outside we go, and we get the position done. So the grip is there on the intermediates now. So the AI, the rest of the AI who have not yet pitted, surely have to come into the pits this lap. Ocon, who had an impressive race in Mexico, was leading for the majority of the race before he had to do a weird two-stop as Ricciardo finally enters the pits from the lead of the Grand Prix. So he's going to be very close actually, so hopefully he's going to gain, hopefully enough to hold off Lewis Hamilton and co. As the rest of the field pits. Ricciardo's just coming across the line, so he's going to go into turn one. It's going to be very close, this is actually. Oh no, we bottled it. We've locked up into turn one. Ricciardo will lead the Grand Prix, I think. It's going to be very close, actually, between us. We just got the braking zone completely wrong. And this is going to be very close. This is between me and my teammate. Coming out the pit lane, and we just get ahead of our teammate. And crucially, he's ahead of Hamilton. So at the minute, it will be 10 points taken away from Hamilton at this point, which is just what we wanted. But that was a near bottle right there, I've got to say. From losing the lead of the Grand Prix, just went a little bit wide into one, clipped the grass, and we locked up and went off nearly. So we've got a good recovery, and we just held on there. Just held on to the lead. So we got our lucky stripes on today. So that was very, very close. But crucially for us, Ricciardo is ahead of Hamilton still, which is big right there. So we managed to get that one. Whew, that was close, guys. That was very close, I'm not going to lie. We could see, I know you guys are a bit behind from what I'm seeing right now, but that was close, guys. That was very close. So let's see what the gap is then. 3.2 seconds. Hamilton's only 6 tenths behind, which is not what I wanted, of course. So we're going to go on to the lead. We will be pitting for the hard tyres, remember, guys. So when it's dry, we will be pitting for the hard tyres and going all the way to the end of the race. So that's the plan, as we get the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, which is good news as well. So Hamilton annoyingly gets the fastest lap there by 6 tenths of a second, which is not good news for us, of course. So Hamilton's on the charge, but Ricciardo, thankfully, is putting away slowly from Hamilton, which is good news for us. And the gap is dropped to 2.8 seconds, so we're struggling a little bit. So we need to really pick up this middle sector pace a little bit. So just running a bit too wide into the corner, but we managed to hold it there. Obviously, we can cool the tyres a little bit by running off the racing line. Yes, we'll lose a bit of time, but we can make these tyres last as long before we get to the dry conditions, of course. A little bit too wide there. Also as well, guys, if you're interested, we have a Discord server, an official Discord, where you guys can come along and have a chat with me and the rest of my subscribers as well, talk about F1, promote your channels as well. We've got a promotion page now. So you guys, if you've got any content that you want to promote, I know a lot of you want to promote on my streams, which is not cool. If you ask permission, of course, it's fine. But if you want to promote your channels, then go to the Discord and you can leave a link to your channel. and people will go and subscribe to you as well. So we're going to come across the line to start lap 9, and it's the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. So we've got a 1:20.23.4, which is not bad actually. Maybe a few hundreds ahead of Hamilton, as Hamilton and Ricciardo are fighting over P2 in the race. We're putting away slightly. I don't think the softs will go to the end, unfortunately, Mate. They don't last long here, so that's not going to happen. Croissant. Yep, I love a good croissant in the morning. Pain au chocolat is my favourite though. Shadow, good to see you over on the Twitch side. Welcome. I am good. Hopefully you are okay as well, and we're winning the race, so that's good. Thank you very much for your support. Zombie TV, I think it is. What is your opinion on the speed of the AI on 2017 compared to the Ultimate AI on this game? Well, put it this way, here's a bit of a statistic for you. I can say I drove the Ferrari on the highest difficulty on here. Well, the fastest car in the game is the Mercedes, of course, on this game. And I'm about a tenth and a half quicker than the AI in the Mercedes on Ultimate AI. On F1 2017, in the Ferrari, which I think is the fastest car in the game, in the beta, I could be completely wrong on that statement, but I think it is. On the highest difficulty around Austria, we were about half a tenth off the pace. It's very close. So that's why I'm looking forward to doing Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari in the first season of whatever it is. So I'm looking forward to doing the 110% AI slider ultimate difficulty for the series. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a database controller. If anyone does not know, basically I look after databases. A database for an optical company. No, it's not Renault, it's Jack Wills. The shirt. Got to dress smartly for the streams, you know. Got to make it professional. Thinks Max will win can win races. Yes, if Red Bull get their arse into gear and actually get the car good, and then the Renault engine actually up to speed a little bit. The return of a little more GP, possibly, maybe, possibly. If you guys want to see a little more GP back, I need you in the comments to basically want it back. If you want it back, you know what to do. And hype it up a little bit. Benji, thank you much for subscribing to the channel. Welcome, mate. Do appreciate it. There's a little bit of a tank snapper through the centre S's right there, so that was close. Tank slapper again. Make Ryan president, I doubt it. So the gap is 3 seconds, so we're now pulling away a little bit from Ricciardo, and he's still ahead of Hamilton, which is big for us. So if you guys don't know, we're 19 points behind Hamilton going into this race, and for third, if we win and Hamilton is third, then basically that's 10 points, so we'll be 9 points going to the last race of the season, and crucially it basically means we've got to win the race and Hamilton finish 3rd to be crowned champion in this season of we qualified first, Ashton. You missed qualifying, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame, so don't worry, Schumacher, I know what I'm doing. But yeah, we're now 4 seconds ahead now, as I think Hamilton's starting to put a bit of pressure on my teammate. But Ricciardo doing a stellar job in second place, holding off Hamilton and that Mercedes. And the clouds are starting to break now. You can just see a little bit of white cloud cover, which means it's going to dry up very soon, which is not what I wanted to see actually, because we know the AI can be quick in the dry conditions, so I'm not looking forward to that one. Chris Gaming, the Discord is in the chat, so it's basically free to join as well. There's no payments to sign up or anything like that. And we're getting close to 500 followers 500 members over on Discord, where I do like to announce some, like, you know, stuff. I am going to be switching up a little bit with the race with the subs for next F1 game. So basically, there'll be like Discord only members can will have first access to the lobbies. If you're on Xbox, it's the same. But I will be making a thing. So you have the same setup, but not the same wheel. Oh, nice, nice, Ben. Nice to hear that you've got the same setup as me, which is quite good, apart from the wheel. So, what setup have you got, Ben? Love to hear what you've got, mate. Is it stopped raining? Lads, it's stopped raining. It's time. It's time to make some pit stops shortly. As now we've got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, so it's now going to be the biggest decision of our lives. Do we try and go to the end of the race on the hard tyres, or do we plan on going aggressive and going for a very fast strategy? It's going to be a very tough call, this one. This is going to be very tough. I know the hards won't go to the end. I know that for a fact. So I think it's going to be 2 stops here, potentially. So it's going to be interesting. Oh my lord, back end slides out a little bit there. Tyres are starting to get, they're not really into that optimal range now. It is getting very dry right now in this part of the middle sector. Can't really see anything. There's still a bit of spray on the track, but we're going to wait for Jeff to announce the DRS enabled side. Run a little bit too deep. So I think that's a definite sign that the track is drying up very rapidly here. We know Brazil is well known for drying up very quickly. So I don't think we're going to go for the hards. We'll go maybe the softs or the mediums is the question. Oh, what, mediums are a good shout as well. So but we're still down on fuel. Remember that, guys. We're still down on fuel. We'll go one more lap, and I think maybe we'll pit for dries. But the guys behind aren't pitting, so that's good news. Tax Stapper again, Ryan. Come on, stay in position, mate. Stay in position. Come on. A little bit wide. I think we're getting close to dries now. Yeah, if you guys want to put commands in, unfortunately, it is only for the moderators of the streamers. Yeah, that's definitely a sign for dries. Running a little bit wide there. Hamilton nearly made a move as well, my teammate. You can just see it on the map there, which is not what I wanted to see. And we are starting to struggle now, and I think it's close now to dry tyres. There's a good shout in the chat. Soft tyres and then the mediums would be a good shout from Matai. And also Sam O'Keefe as well. So good shout from you boys, going soft and mediums. I don't think the softs will last. I want to try and play it conservative. Oh, there we go. Jeff, lads, is on the blower. Keep current. You know what? We'll go on mediums, actually. We'll take the risk. We'll go on to the medium tyres. We'll see how long the mediums last, and then we'll just evaluate. Taking it easy as we'll go into the pits. Hamilton's in the pits as well. So this is a bit of a gamble here for Ricciardo to stay out an extra lap. No sign of the DRS enabled. Actually, there you go. And what a stop from the boys there. 1.7. Brilliant stop there. And we'll now go on to the dries. We will be ahead of Sebastian Vettel, crucially, so that's good news. Just being cautious out the pit exit, of course. We don't want to... Oh, it's still a bit greasy out the pit exit. Be very careful, and we'll head back out. So we're just behind Vettel, who is yet to stop, as his teammates in the pit, so... see what the pace is compared to the rest of the field. We're going to take it cautiously on the first lap. Hamilton is on the soft tyre. I did not spot that. Hamilton's on the soft tyre. Oh, Hamilton's got to be surely be doing more stops than me in this race, because I don't think the softs can last. Oh my god, Vettel nearly goes to the back. We nearly went to the back of Vettel, but Vettel's starting to struggle. So I think my teammate's going to struggle, and that's not going to be a great sign for us in the championship. Not what I want. It just makes our challenge a bit more difficult right now, but still a little bit greasy though in this last part of the middle sector. But we're closing in on our teammate, as the gap is 8 seconds, so he's going to lose out massively here. annoyingly, as he will enter the pits now, Danny Rick, as he comes in. So he's going to lose out to Lewis Hamilton, annoyingly, unless Red Bull put off a stellar pit stop. That's not what I wanted. So now is the big challenge now, as Ricciardo goes onto the hard tyre. So all the top three on different strategies, as Grosjean, the French baguette, is out the Grand Prix. Alonso's out the Grand Prix as well. There's an almighty pile-up at the hairpin there in the middle sector. You can see on the map there, no safety car yet, which is a bit of a surprise actually. I'm a bit surprised. Ricciardo pops out behind Lewis Hamilton, annoyingly. So the question now is, do we do a bit of park the bus strategy a little bit and hold off Hamilton so our teammate can catch us up? Oh, I don't know what to do right now, but we know Hamilton will be not going to the end of the race on those tyres, so Hamilton may be doing an extra pit stop. Look at the debris in the hairpin though from Grosjean and Thingy's tyres. So, running a little bit wide there. So, lots of people coming to the pits then as we go purple in the middle sector. Of course, that is the case because we are on the tyre. And Hamilton's gained a bit as Ocon gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We annoyingly have to stay and lean a little bit. As you can see, we're still in the negative. So I was expecting, you know, yeah, I'm going to try and extend this stint as long as possible, this medium stint, so we can go onto the soft tyres as we get another fastest lap of the Grand Prix. But Hamilton comes in with a 15.1, so he's up by 1.3 seconds, Hamilton. So just shows you the soft tyres very quick around here. So what can I say? You can't really do anything about that. Just hit him. Bottas comes in the fastest lap now, 14.8. So I think the Mercedes are on the soft tyre. They could clinch the Constructors' Championship today as well, Mercedes. As well. No, the safety car is on, so I'm a bit annoyed that the safety car didn't come out. It doesn't come out for... I think it's because like the lead is pitted. There is a bit of a weird thing with the safety car, where when you're in the pits, the safety car doesn't come out. So when some of the leaders are into it, a little bit weird right there. So a little bit too deep there. But Hamilton's getting very hungry right now. He's going to catch us up quickly, but he is going to have to pit, remember, early in the race. So remember that, guys. Hamilton has to pit again. So we're going to try. We will have to pit again, of course, but we're going to try and go to the soft tyre. That's the plan. Of course, you know that in mixed condition races, the mandatory tyre is out of the equation now. So we can basically now go on whatever tyre we want as Hamilton gets another fastest lap in at 1:13. So he's basically nearly 2 seconds quicker than us, but we're taking the conservative strategy here. We're going to try and manage the tyres, where Hamilton's going to go a long way, or a short way into this. He's going aggressive, basically, as Vettel now gets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix now. So Sebastian's on the charge. Hamilton's only 2 and a bit seconds away, so he's going to be very close to us now. So we're now at half distance of this Brazilian Grand Prix. So Ricciardo's going to be the one to keep an eye on actually for strategy, so I wonder what he's going to be going on. He's going to run a little bit too deep. Oh, hit the debris, didn't want to do that. Get a good exit on Marcus Ericsson. We'll have to go around the outside of him, annoyingly. We've got the traction and we get him done. But if you're new around here, guys, and you're watching this for the very first time and you want to see some more content, then make sure you subscribe, guys, to the channel by hitting that subscribe button and turning your notification on as well, guys, so you do not miss out on more content, guys, which is going to be daily content. As well as we're going to come across the line. Sauber's going to try and come back at us here into turn 1, which he doesn't because he has to back up it. But Hamilton's gap now is 1.8 seconds. So Hamilton's back into the mix as now the sun is out. Oh, we run a little bit wide and Ericsson's going to come back on us a little bit. We'll have to defend here as Ericsson's trying to unlap himself, which can actually help me in my favour of defending from Lewis Hamilton a little bit. So, and it's going to help Danny Rick hopefully close the gap down. So that's the plan. And as well managing the tyres. We look good in the wet. In the dry, we're playing the long game here. We're playing the conservative game. Right now, if we can get to lap 27, we can pit for the soft tyre. So I think the softs can go for about 10 laps. So if we can get to around about 27, we are in a good shout here of the soft tyre strategy. Hamilton may go into the hards in his next pit stop. So the only saving grace is Hamilton has to pit, of course, and maybe go slow. So yep, the Sauber is catching us. We are playing the fuel saving game, as we're very close now to back into the positive, which is good news for us. As we come across the line, the gap now is 1.2 seconds, and the DRS will be enabled very shortly for Hamilton. As we go a little bit wide to the centre S's, but we're just taking it cautiously, remember. If Ryan bins it. I hope I didn't bin it. But as you can see, look at the tyre wear, guys. Look at that tyre wear. Mwah. Good tyre wear, that is, for me. And that's just from saving fuel. And Hamilton now is right on the back of us, so we have to now start defending a little bit. Run a little bit wide. Here comes Hamilton then. We have to try and defend him here. As we're going to try and go around the outside, try and defend on the inside, and we managed to hold it off there. So, and in this middle sector, we can just drop it to lean. As my girlfriend has entered the room, and she's going to be leaving in a minute. So, and she doesn't want to distract me now when we're in a championship fight right now. Let's just try and throw something at me. We've got Jody and Palmer, everyone's favourite Englishman, ahead of us. So we're going to have to defend now from Hamilton again, but we're going to run rich mix here. And we get a little bit of slipstream actually from Palmer, which is good. So we're going to go into standard now, and then into lean for turn 1, and we should get DRS as well on Palmer. Oh, Palmer, what are you doing, mate? Blocking me there. Oh, Palmer, you silly sausage. Oh, tank snapper there, massive oversteer. And thankfully, because of Palmer, we may hold on here to the lead of the race, just about. So thankfully, Palmer held up Hamilton for us a little bit. So a little mistake there is not too bad. So we're going to run to rich mix again, and we're going to have to defend again from Hamilton here up the hill, then into lead into the middle sector to save the fuel. So remember, lap 27 is the magic number, and Jeff's apparently on the blower now. So I don't think I am going to be listening to Jeff here, so we'll see what he says. Keep current. So we're not going to listen to Jeff now. Jeff's basically telling me to do what the game told me to do. Basically wants to do some stupid strategies. We go purple in the middle sector. Hamilton now is under a second, which is annoying actually. We're going to run up rich mix. We have to defend now. Fuel now is looking okay. We will have to save a little bit of fuel in the middle sector a little bit more. We should be fine, as Hamilton's going to try and close the gap now. So we can start to be a bit more aggressive now on the tyres. As my quest is to chat to, basically Ricciardo's catching up as well, which is good. That's what I need, Ricciardo to catch up. A little bit of an oversteer moment. Run a little bit wide though, so it's going to bring Hamilton back into the mix now. He's getting very close here. We're going to drop it into lead. He's going to make a move. Nope, he's going to stay as he is. Try and cut across. We get the line nicely done there. We've got a bit of traffic up ahead as well, which is not going to help us actually. So, yep, he is going to have dirty air, of course. So I'm basically burning his tyres off. Hamilton surely will be pitting very shortly for a set of the hard tyres potentially, I think, for his last stop. I think Danny Rick's going to go on to the soft tyres as well, so that'll be interesting. And I think Hamilton lost a bit of time there in the last part of the middle sector, so I don't know what went wrong for Hamilton, but it's going to help us actually try and pull away a little bit. As we come across the line, it's a new PB, so that's good. It's good, as Hamilton's 4 seconds away, and he's in the pits actually. So Hamilton's finally, he's onto the hard tyres. Hamilton's in for his final stop of the race, then he's onto the hard tyres, which is going to bring him down and behind Raikkonen, who's on the medium tyres as well, like me. Maybe he's going to go on to a set of the soft tyres potentially at the end of the race, but that is what I needed there. Hamilton to be in traffic is the big one, and thankfully he's got a car ahead of him, so as he's just popping out of the pits, so he's got a bit of traffic, which is glory to my ears actually, and a sight to see. A little bit wide there as we now catch up to Giovinazzi, who's going to be making his last appearance in the series now. He's done his 2 race stint like he did in real life, so going to try and get past him here. He's going to try and go round the outside of him, which we do. As we've now got Felipe Massa next. onto the power then. Onto the back of Felipe Massa we go. It's now little time. That's probably the worst thing is. We're going to now head off then. We're going to try and hunt him down. Not getting the fastest lap. Massa and Ocon are fighting for position, and we nearly make it a little bit of contact there. We have to ruin the battle annoying as Ocon runs wide, but we are going to get DRS actually, which is good news for us, so we can pull away from that Force India, which we know is quick in a straight line with the Mercedes power unit in the back of it. We'll try and get away now as quickly as possible now. Ricciardo's still doing a stellar job in P2, and Raikkonen now into third place, which is even better news for us. And Hamilton in that traffic as well is going to help out. Hopefully help me out a little bit as well. Because I don't want to go 12 points going into the championship, so into the last race of the season, we don't want that. Just taking a nice and easy, short shifting a little bit as well. As we go purple in the middle sector, so that's good news. I think Raikkonen's catching up to Ricciardo actually, that's going to be intriguing, but we can get to that 27, that's going to be ring ding dings. Tyres looking fine as well, so we can go even longer if we want on these tyres. Not all the way to the end of the race, so as Ricciardo's now 12 seconds behind. Is he in the... No, he's not in the pits yet. Someone's in the pits, but it's not who I think it is. As Kvyat's coming out of the pits now, and we're now into lapping up to 11th place, which is going to be the French Baguette's teammate Romain Grosjean's next, and I think Kvyat's on the hard tyre as well. Oh, we locked up there, went a little bit too wide into the corner. Oh, massive moment there for Ryan. Well, for Max Verstappen actually. K-Mag who lets us through, thankfully, so thank you K-Mag for letting us through. Oh, running a little bit wide. As we've got now a McLaren next, so this may be the waffle coming up, because it is not Fernando Alonso, I know that for a fact. Oof. Okay, we've got 11 laps to go now. One more lap to the target, guys. I may go maybe a couple of laps longer just to be on the safe side for tyre wear, because the clouds are breaking out, and of course the tyre wear is going to play a massive role now. And I think Ricciardo is going to go onto the soft tyre, which is good news for us as there's a few people in the pits. But we know Danny Rick's going to be fast at the end of the race, which is good news for us as Hamilton's pitted, and he's going to be so Raikkonen's in the pits actually, so he's going to be going on to another set maybe of the mediums at the end of the race. Van Dorn next in the McLaren, which I've got to say is a pretty good car, I've got to say, for F1 2017, which you've seen from the trailer as well as the gameplay of Alonso at Singapore, which I'm not looking forward to driving around, but at least it's going to be less than an hour now, of course, so... Oh, you are wrong, Mr. Bread, you are wrong about the tyre wear. Suck my balls, K-Mag. Anyway, here comes Van Dorn then, who's in the points actually, so Van Dorn in 10th place, so good job McLaren, as he lets us through very nicely there, so we'll be doing as Ricciardo comes into the pits, so it's going to be intriguing what his tyre choice is going to be. So annoyingly Hamilton's going to move back up to P2, but of course Ricciardo will be on the faster tyre, so what's he going to go on? Medium tyres for Ricciardo then, so that's intriguing. Is he going to get ahead, though, of Raikkonen is the question. That answer is yes. So Raikkonen can now try and charge. Ricciardo can charge up to Hamilton, hopefully. Of course, Ricciardo is on the faster tyre now, so... As we just hear that car now, we're going to try and get Hulkenberg, who's in the points, Hulkenberg. So Hulkenberg doing a stellar job for Renault today. Good job, Renault. Good job. You've actually made a good car for once, after you got lapped in Mexico a few times. we're going to box this lap then. So make sure we've got the softs on. Oh my god, I put wets on. Oh god. No. Oh, thank god. Oh my god, they put... Oh my god, what have I just done? Fuck's sake. Ah! Can't believe I've done this. Why have I done wet tyres? That's going to cost us. We've lost the lead. Oh. Fucks. How we bottled a strategy. We had softs ready. I can't restart. I can't restart the races. What have I done? I don't care about track limits now. How have I done this? I've lost it. I've lost the championship now. It changed as soon as I went into the bloody pits thinking I had the mediums on. Fuck's sake. The championship over. God's sake. Hamilton's going to win the championship now, as well. For God's sake, Ryan. I've got 8 laps to save myself. I've got 8 laps to save this championship. Come on, Ryan. I need some words of inspiration in the chat now. I need inspiration. I've not even got enough fuel as well. Give me some inspiration, chaps. We've actually done an X-Matty G. We've done an X-Matty G. Hamilton's crossed the line. He's 30 seconds away. Oh, for God's sake. Hamilton, please blow up, mate. Come, Perez, get out of the way, mate. We've got a punt to pass now, which is not what I do, but we've got to be aggressive. We've got to somehow save our championship. Or we need Ricciardo and Raikkonen to catch up. We get past Perez, thankfully. We need to push like mad. I need Ricciardo and Hamilton and all them lot. I need the guys behind Hamilton to catch him. That's the only way we can save our championship. Screw it, we're going to have to just absolutely go for it. I'm not restarting. No point restarting it when I've come this close to finishing a race. Come on. Right, we're going purple now. We're going purple in the middle sector. Come on, give me a purple. Give me a purple. Come on. There we go, lads. 112. That's what we want. Go away, Palmer, you absolute tit. Oh, and he's glued me as well. Flipping hell, Palmer. Stop gluing to me. Oh, for God's sake. Championship's over, lads, I'm afraid. I've tried sweating the last 5 laps and we've pulled at least a second, well, 1.3 seconds a lap. The only thing we can do now is just battle Bottas for second place in the Drivers' Championship. I'm going to have to concede defeat now, which is... one mistake, one click has cost us a championship. What pro technique? You're going to get blocked over on Twitch for that silly comment, so... any mods over on Twitch, you know what to do. We don't have any negativity here. But in more positive news, you get the series back for another... you get to see Verstappen return in F1 2017, so... there's your benefit, because we are not done yet with... we have not done yet with Verstappen. I really want to get him a championship, so it will return. Verstappen World Champion will be back for 2017. We're going to mount a challenge. I'm not bored about fuel now anyway. Just one bloody click has cost us. What I was trying to do was basically go to lean, and it was still on the tyre thing, and that's what cost me. Hamilton's going to win, which just means he's going to win the championship with a race to spare. Yep, Hamilton's crowned champion. Hamilton, as for the first time in the series, have been beaten to a championship in a championship battle. Gotta get P6, which is not where I wanted to be. Rules us out of the championship, and now we have to fight with Bottas for second place. So basically, we're now going to have to try and do what Max Verstappen never did and got a top 2 in the championship, but that is annoying. There you go. That's a sight I don't want to see. Absolutely gutted. No words. At least an Englishman won the championship. That's the only positive side, but I'm absolutely gutted. Yep. Kaiser, I am going to take that. I'm going to take that responsibility. At least Ricciardo got second. Make a diss track on Cody's. Make a diss track on Codemasters. That's quite funny, actually, Brad. I've got to say, but no. Yep, we tried our best. Yeah, the pit crew was bribed by Mercedes. What I saw as well, I know it changed to the wets, but you saw the dry tyres. I came to the pits and I thought, we got away with this. We literally got away with it. And they just put wets on. Oh. What can I say? There's your results. Well, I'm not going to go into it anymore. We know the top 3. Bottas 4th. We now have to fight for 2nd place now. We've got to fight for 2nd right now. So, depending on where Bottas is in the points, we'll see. And you know what? Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to put something on the stream. And I think this clearly indicates what I am right now. So just give me a second. I'm going to... Give me a second. Kind of been provided to me by one of my subscribers who did this, if I can find it. Where has it gone? There we go. I'm just going to move this over there and put that over my face. So there you go. We'll get the bottle out for us there. So yeah, I don't deserve to, guys don't need to see my face. So yeah, there's the results. Grosjean and Alonso with only 2 to retire from the race. So what does that mean for the championship? Well, Hamilton is now champion by 36 points. We can't catch him. So Bottas now is only 3 points behind. It's now a dogfight for 2nd place. We are going to go for that, guys. We're going to go for we have to solidify 2nd place right now. So if you guys like the bottle and you want to see more of it, then make sure to slap a like on the video. If you want to see the bottle featured more in the streams, of course. So yeah, I deserve that on the screen. So we've got to fight Bottas. It won't be a last to first, of course, because I have to actually fight for 2nd place. And Mercedes have clinched the Constructors' Championship anyway. So now it's the battle now for 2nd place. And we will be back for the next season, guys. Next game, we will be back with Verstappen. I can promise you that. We will continue with Verstappen in 2017. We will come back and we will win the championship, guys, with Verstappen in 2017. That's the goal. I'm going to wrap it up there now, guys. I am going to leave the bottle on for now, but we'll be back tomorrow with a brand new video, as I won't be back now till Sunday for streaming, as I'm taking a few days off because I'm going away to my girlfriend's up north for a little bit. So we'll be back tomorrow, and the craziest bottle ever. Thanks, Leon. Appreciate that, mate. Ryan the bottle. Well, you got it on there. You got the bottle face anyway. So, yeah, I've got no words really. So we'll be back tomorrow, guys, for hopefully a video. And Friday will be no video, and then Saturday will be another video, and then Sunday we'll be back with the finale in Abu Dhabi. But if you like what you see, guys, and you want to see the finale, it was going to be 2 parts. I'm just going to do it as one now because we're not in the championship fight anymore. I will see you guys tomorrow for a brand new video. Until then, have a great night, guys, and I'll see you very soon. It is very depressing. Sad times, but it's over for us. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Adios, guys.